think that's a very good question to start. I'm very happy that you pinpoint out this result, because this is a key expression of the hard work and what I've been done so far. So basically, this can stay, I would say, on the one kind of sentence, which is the focus that we put on profitable sales and operation. When I say profitable sales and operation, this encompasses not only the fact that we had and we still review the portfolio of our contract to make sure that we focus on the one which are having, I would say, the best profitability, but also with all the work done and started more than 6 months ago from a pure operational and manufacturing side to improve our efficiencies throughout the process, being from procurement down, I would say, to the delivery of the product to the patients which are using, I would say, a Spinmaco product. So that's as I said, the result of profit. So there is two key factors which are getting an impact on revenue. There is, first of all, the very high base that we have last year on the government sales, which means that we have a decline on the government sales, also because it's a transition period between the old and the new tender. That's one of the points. Second of all, is definitely the work that we have done in order to select and to select the most profitable contract that we have. This led definitely to a reorganization of our sales operation, okay, which is for us a transitory path needed to happen in this Q2, and we'll come back, I would say, to the higher pace by the end of the year. So it's one of the pillars of the long-term plan of Spinmaco, definitely to develop the entry of, I would say, innovation, new products, new formulation, and new technology. So we have two arms which are working on that. One, which is the R&D, and we are proud, I would say, to be able to create value from Saudi. Okay, that's what we are doing and continue to do. Sometimes from the full integrated basis, I would say, from the API down to the finished product in all the group. That's what we have, and we have a key product which are now fully manufactured from A to Z to Saudi. That's proved the quality of our research, both in API but also in finished product. And also we are working with a lot of partners, okay, from outside Saudi, in order to bring this technology in Saudi to benefit not only Saudi but the region. And this is fully embedded in our full endorsement and support of the Vision 2030 to make sure that we favor and we commit to manufacture product locally. So the market share have been, I would say, slightly declining because of the reason of the sales in Q2. We have a market share of around 6%, which still puts us, I would say, at the edge of the first company in the private market in Saudi. So we have, as I say, that decrease in the government sales, I would say, because of the high base. So we have a double-digit decrease in the government sales. But despite, I would say, feeling more kind of pressure and having a huge selection process of the profitable contract, we had a single-digit growth in the private sales. Okay. The biggest market for us still remain, I would say, the private market, because you know that the market in Saudi is segmented into. Most likely you have the government market, which is the high value products, despite being a tender. That's why you have some of the higher spending from the country, where the private is regular and day-to-day consumption of product which should be available to majority of the patient in Saudi. Okay, so that's for us, the majority still remain private market, and where we are monitoring closely our performance. These in different kind of product, being, I would say, either what I would call retail product and consumer product in the pharmacy level, over the counter, but also through the push we put in the prescription drugs with some key specialty where we aim to keep the leadership position, such as nervous system, such as the anti-inflammatory, such as the respiratory, and so forth, so on, where we want to keep the leadership position that we have and drive the growth and the services to the patient. I think it's a very interesting market, which is always in movement, always changing, quite dynamic, and that's good. That's good for everyone. That means that the demand is creating. That means there is an increase of people having access to medicine, and that's quite nice to have such competitor and player in the market, but also to be able to see the growth that you can see. So it's a good and consequent market in the region and under the top one. Okay, that's for the volume. What is quite important to, and what I say to majority of my partner is that, in the region when you talk about Saudi, people might see only the volume, but they forgot one key parameter, which is the quality, and especially the quality of the institution driving and supporting the development of the pharma. For that, it's quite clear that one of the key institutions which is here today and recognized now, not only in Saudi, but even outside Saudi, and I hope further in the world, is the Saudi FDA. Okay, the quality of Saudi FDA and the services and the support they provide is not only helping, I would say, the patients in Saudi to be guaranteed that they have quality medicine, but is also kind of tool for the Saudi company to export themselves. Okay, so that means that will be a guarantee that this file, once registered by Saudi, will not only be recognized by the GCC, but will be going outside, okay, because Saudi Arabia may reach, I will say, a level which is among, I will say, the most recognized regulatory entity in the world. So we are addressing the interest rate. We are suffering, I would say, like everybody. It's quite clear that the overall political and economic condition is having an impact. I think we all hope that very quickly the interest rate will come to a more, I would say, decent rate, okay, because today is quite excessive. Luckily, in the region, is not the most and the higher one. There is country in the world which are having higher interest rate, but there is country also which are having more competitive interest rate in order to contribute to the development of the company. So that's a fact. So it's something that we cannot discuss. We have to do with it. How we address it definitely is to make sure we have excellent relationship with our bank, that they know exactly whatever will be our need, and they are supporting our effort, I would say, in terms of financing, development, and cash availability to continue to grow the company as much as we want to do. For Q3, I will give more further view, because we have a clear view. We issue our self-guidance to the market the same way. So we are aiming at double-digit growth in terms of top line, okay? Most likely between 10 and 12%. That's the first driver. On the top of that will be, I would say, having constant research for profits, okay? As done, I will say, in quarter one and quarter two. So it's part of the stabilization and fixing the core that we have there. We'll be continuing to invest heavily in what I call corporate development, I would say new product, in terms of partnership, as we have done recently with a product that we signed with a Korean company, which is quite interesting in terms of business model, because it's a partnership. It's not that we get a license and so far, but we are partner. We are partner, I say, both in getting the registration, and after that potentially being a CMO activity for this company for the world. Okay, so that's again giving you the kind of positioning we want to give for Saudi and Spimako in the world in terms of supply. Though that's the impact we're going to be having, and without forgetting something which is part of our DNA, is the quality of the product we developed in-house, also for the future. This with the talent we have in our Kasim center, which is both manufacturing and R&D center. So the proximity of the two is important. I think that we, since the beginning, or at least since the last 2 years, okay, we're having pioneering a lot, which means that we position ourselves, I would say, ahead of simply doing a trade, but just to make sure that, and we have a lot of target on that. Instead of just trading the product, we want to bring as much as we can step to be done in Saudi, okay, to be part of the localization initiative that you have. So whatever is the complexity of the product that we'll be bringing, I would say totality, or at least a large majority of the manufacturing will be done in Saudi, and that's very important because this helps, I would say, also for us to be recognized as a key partner of the local content, okay, through under the umbrella of the Ministry of Industry of localizing the different projects. And that goes not only through the project, not only through the manufacturing, but the creation of value inside Saudi, which is quite important in our objective as well.